sorry if I blew up all your plans, guys, but we knew this was coming.
There you go. You got the devil and the 6 of wands there, wrestling.
It's actually pretty appropriate.
It really is. Kind of frightening, but, super appropriate.
I also, after game, I want to talk about Scrivener because I've not heard of this.
Oh, yeah. Scrivener makes me hard. So, all right. And he says,
what's the head guy's name again? Sorry.
His name is Henry Young, because he's an old sleestack. He limps as well. He always uses a cane when he gets around.
Henry, I've unfortunately found myself attached to some powerful evil magic that's had an eldritch creature chasing after me. So first of all, I want to leave as soon as possible. And second of all, I'm wondering if you knew any eldritch mages, people who are experts in this sort of thing in the town.
Of course, we keep a couple of big dispellers on payroll. Which deity is currently after you?
I'm not sure. It's a winged dog. Wow, he critted that.
I know of 8. Which one?
I show him the statue.
Ah!
I love this. Oh my god. I failed my danger sense roll. Oh shit.
Run. It won't save you, but run anyway. They have claws, by the way. That's why I'm doing this, Jason.
Okay. I could use a dispeller really badly. Will that help?
I don't have anything that will do that. You have to find a. You have to find a way to. Oh wait, is that writing on it?
Oh shit! Please make this.
He is very careful not to touch it.
Yes.
Super careful. He says, it says, oh yes, of course I can read it. I am fucking awesome. He says, that's interesting. He says, oh yeah, I see. Oh, well, that's quite easy. Yes, apparently you have to do a very specific gruesome sacrifice that involves some cannibalism and pulling out somebody's heart and biting it. GM note, once per game session. Otherwise, the hound will eat your soul. And the soul that you take the bite out of the heart of the innocent that you have slain, their spirit is then trapped within the statuette and helps fuel it for the magical essence, which you can then use from the statue. It's on you until death, maybe longer, I'm not sure. And it seems to be made by the Cho-Cho, a very repellent people.
Do we know any Cho-Cho contacts? I might want to go talk to them.
Nobody has Cho-Cho contacts. They're a tribe of cannibals.
Fucking evil.
Oh, really? I'm sorry.
Cannibals.
I fought a couple, but I didn't realize that they were cannibals.
That's Alex Kinley. You're confusing him with fucking...
Oh, is Alex Kinley a cannibal? Awkward.
Oh, boy.
Well, the good
we
thing...
have a Trump of like King Random or something. I think we need to go with a higher power.
I think somebody might.
Oh, wow.
Or is that the one the kid ripped in half yesterday?
It all comes together.
Well, the good thing is we did just learn what the solution is.
There you go.
Temporary, yes.
Oh, dear. I'm fucked, aren't I?
Go ahead. I fucking don't care anymore.
Excuse me, Mr.
I think
Rock.
him eating my soul is probably going to make sure that I never come back.
Mr.
So
Rock.
I think I would prefer to be shot.
Mr. Rock,
Yeah.
could you do me a favor?
What's that?
take that fucking statue out of my goddamn office right the hell now. Thank you.
Is there anybody around here that might take an interest in that? Academic purposes that might have some ideas?
It would possibly break your mind to pass that great evil onto somebody else. Here, Rock, take this. He puts a handkerchief on the desk.
Yeah, okay.
He says, remember, the great Arkle seizure be with you.
Beware the coming of the great hanky.
They bow to each other. And he says, bless
Right.
you.
So, Rock, I put my arm around him.
As you're walking out,
Yeah. Who are the declared enemy of the Smurfs?
dun, dun, dun.
The Keebler elves.
All right. Tonight, you dine upon the heart of a Keebler elf.
Excuse me while I have an apoplectic fit.
All right.
Perfect.
We're gonna be an interesting.
We figured out a solution for your little toy there.
Go to Smurf Village. Yes. Okay. I have no idea how to do that, but I'm down with that.
Now,
How about this? How about we get some camping gear? Colburn and I will find a nice little place to relax while you go off on a little stealth mission with a knife between your teeth, and you come back in the morning after you've done your deed.
Sounds good.
All right,
You have
let's
Trump at the place?
I think we got to get there through. Yeah, go ahead, Logan.
There's one problem here. I'd like memory rolls from everybody who's been to the Smurf place before.
Okay.
I know that we have to look like Smurfs, if that's what you're getting at.
Not at all.
Okay.
Wrestling Rad goes,
Get to get
well, I
there.
do see one small problem with taking you to Smurf place. Rock's like, I see no problem. Colburn says, what's the Smurf place? The small problem there, Wrestling, is that you saw 0 Smurfs there. But anybody who's been to the North Pole, give me a memory roll.
I do have a memory roll on the Smurf place.
The wasteland thing with the crazy women that were there initially?
No, I mean Santa's village.
Okay, nope.
Has anybody been to Santa's village? Santa Claus? No? You have no idea where there are Keebler elves. They're definitely not in the Smurf place, as they are shot on sight. Sometimes they're shot even if they're suspected.
I assume
you said we didn't. You said we didn't see a single Smurf. You meant we didn't see a single Keebler elf.
Sorry, yes, Keebler elf at the Smurf place. No.
Okay, that first one didn't make any sense, but I was kind of rolling with it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I assumed they were in that same zone.
Oh no, there's just blimps that say shoot a kill Keebler elf for Papa. I thought you knew a way to get to the Keebler elves. I don't think we're going to be able to find them.
You've got a good hour and a half to go out into nature and set up something so that Rock can die in peace.
Honestly, seriously, I think the way to solve this is to just shoot me in the face.
Well, if you want to shoot yourself, you can go ahead. Maybe you do that whole residual self-image thing. That might clear it. But you also run the risk of doing that, coming back slightly weaker, and you still got this thing attached to you.
Yep, that's true.
There is only one way to know.
Yep.
That's a horrible way.
I hate to put it out there, but if you fucking kill yourself, it doesn't get to eat your soul.
That's exactly right. I'm thinking dying sounds better than soul eating.
Fucking Rock, even though you're a crazy, weird, blue motherfucker, I've got so much respect for you right now.
Give me the gun.
That is the most noble thing I've ever had anybody in these fucking crazy groups do.
I am not murdering anybody.
Well, or you want to do it on the streets of Vorax?
Yeah.
What? How about we go somewhere nice and secluded, so at least we don't have to explain all this.
No, Smirk. Okay, yeah, all right, fine.
I'm sure you want to do this.
You want to go outside?
I am so sure I want to do this.
Well, I mean, if you guys are all ready for it, then you might be able to get it before it kills Rock. And
it just keeps coming back.
How about this?
Okay, all right. I'm all ears.
Although I really like the Keebler Elves idea. I gave him 2 cards for that shit.
Yeah.
So is this the kind of thing where it's going to come find you every night?
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's exactly what it says.
Unless I appease it by eating the heart, and then that lasts a session.
Yes.
So like every session, I have to kill somebody and eat their heart.
It's too bad we don't know where those Keebler elves are.
Yeah. Well, we know where regular elves are. Are there any regular elves in Boras? Have we seen any regular elves in Boras at all? Because every zone has elves.
In Boras, you see a lot of weird humans and stuff, like some with like 4 legs, some with 4 eyes, some with 3 arms, one with a really huge package. He looks happy, etc.
All right. Well, let's get someplace that's secluded. Actually, let's go to a church. I want to commit suicide in a church.
Yeah, the suicide thing's not going to work though.
I'm giving him a card for Kim Hayes.
So the first round is to test that it won't come after you if you respawn.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. It may not work.
Test number.
But this is the kind of thing I think we have to do.
You guys come up with some really fucking weird solutions to problems, I'll tell you what. It's like, this seems to be happening. Let's kill myself. Okay.
Well, I mean, seriously, if anybody's got any other idea, it's because...
Well, the other option, or what the other player did, was just run off and start killing innocent people and eating their hearts.
Yeah, not doing that. Not doing that.
This actually seems more realistic. For one thing.
There's other ways also. There are other ways.
Yeah, I'm sure there are.
I'm sure there are. I just have no idea how to find them. Either that or I go to Amber. Lady Fiona might know something about this. This is.
You know how to go to see
Logan,
her?
does this seem like really real, like the Shadow Lore stuff?
The statue? No, it's not really real. No.
Okay, right. So.
He's about ready to come up with a fucking easier way than putting a gun in his mouth.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Okay. So it's not really real. So I could take it to Amber, and it'll go poof.
I'm not saying that that's the solution at all.
I know, but magic ceases to function in Amber.
Petty magics do, at least for a time. But on the other hand, Wrestling Rad.
What if we had you walk pattern?
Ooh. That's worth it.
It shows him in the middle pattern with a gun in his mouth. God damn it, says Wrestling. Stop it. I got this.
Here, I got an idea. You guys want to go to the village? Have you ever been to the village, mate? You want to walk pattern?
No, I've actually never been to the village.
All right, I take out a trump card and start focusing on it. I think you've already walked this one, Colbin.
No problem. And where does the trump card go to?
I'm not sure exactly, but it's one that Freddie made for the village.
Then you're outside of the Green Dome. There's some pictures of the village.
Cards for the Rock. First time at the Rock.
Rock, you pick up some new fucking tarot cards.
Right. Hold on. Got to bring up my tarot card thing. All right, go ahead.
Both of them are swords.
Okay.
And number 6. Queen of Swords, 6 of Swords.
Wow, I've got almost a complete sword set. Queen 6.
Well, I hope that when you're turning them into McKay that you make note of it so that you don't multiply your cards, because that would piss me off.
Well, yeah, I've got a full note of all my cards, and I then put a note at the bottom which ones are going to McKay.
Cool. Yeah, just be really meticulous on your record keeping, please.
I will. Yeah, gotcha. All right, so where's this pattern?
We need to go into town. We're going to go into the quarters there where number 2 resides, and then we go down through a thing into a place.
Yep.
And then she'll be apples.
Colburn gets real fucking twitchy.
Colburn loves it here. Don't you, Colburn?
Yeah.
Cigarette?
By the way, you said there's more patterns than there are logresses. Have the PCs been making patterns?
Well, I think Doc Fulton might have made one.
Fucker. They release Zog.
Huh?
They fucking start the White War. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
What's that about releasing Zog?
Oh, some fucker. I don't know who it was because they won't tell me. Some fucker. We found Zog in a cryostasis chamber in an alien prison, and somebody. I figured out how to let him go, but I was like, he's in a cryo prison. Not a good thing. Somebody went and got in there, and we opened it up so that somebody could get in there, and somebody got in there and let him go.
Kinley.
Okay.
Yep.
I would like to point out that all the cryo prison bars
We're gone.
were used to make lightsabers.
Yeah, we're using attempts to make lightsabers.
So cool.
So how does that relate to creating patterns? You jumped from creating more patterns to Zog.
It doesn't. It's just there's lots of calamities going on. There's a variety of calamities that the PCs are causing. I'm sorry. I should role play this shit. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not role playing. Yeah. Other people seem to be causing problems for the Rock. The Rock just wants to get by and get out of this virtual reality or wherever it is, maybe learn the code, whatever. But they start wars. They wear people's skins. Smurf.
Colburn looks at you, and you guys look at him. Scroll down on the left, as you can see Colburn and his expression.
What's this you got? What's this on your button here? Oh, is that your fireman badge?
No, it's a number. I forget which number.
Oh, number 83, and then it's that big bike.
and God damn it. Doc even told me that people walking more patterns makes it difficult for him to stop the big bad guy.
So he's saying the more people that walk.
Awesome.
So he's saying the more people that walk the pattern, the more it disrupts things.
Right, which is why I was interested in walking a Logris. Because
well, if I knew where a Logris was, I'd be happy to take you there. But here's the thing. You walk the pattern, and it might do some kind of reset on your residual self-image thing.
I'm totally following you. Yeah, that sounds great.
Here's another idea for you if you're feeling bold. When you are finished walking the pattern, there's a moment where you can will yourself somewhere. It's possible that after you walk the pattern, you could will yourself to a location where the Logris is and then walk that as well. But that's depending on how adventurous you're feeling.
I don't have enough hero points for that because I had a big pause suck just before.
We are looking for a way to potentially die, right?
No. He came up with a better idea. And that's real death.
All right, here, let's make a left here. We'll go down this way.
He takes you into, here, I'll just show you because it's rather nifty.
I don't mind fake death, Colburn. I don't think this universe matters all that much.
This is all fake death.
Yeah. Well, you walk the pattern, you lose in the pattern, and Lady Fiona warned us, you are gone. goodbye.
Yeah,
If you don't succeed walking the pattern.
As far as you know.
Oh, yes.
As far as we know.
Mm-hmm.
He takes you into the green domed place, and inside it looks like this, except that on the screen where the guy with the goggles is, instead of that is the yin yang with the infinity symbol on it.
Right.
And then he takes you over. You see the big cup chair thing in the middle of the room?
Yep.
It's one of those 1960s meant to look cool, totally uncomfortable to actually sit in chairs.
MIB egg seat, yeah.
Yep. You guys all stand on the gray circle part, and then he gets into the chair and pushes a button, and it goes down. And when it goes down, it takes you to a different room below that, where you can see these guys that are riding around on this giant seesaw looking thing as they're looking into cameras, and then there's like maps and stuff around, and it looks like they're doing surveillance on the village. Although why they're riding around on a constantly moving around, going up and down seesaw is a complete mystery. And then he takes you down another level because this chair is like a fucking built-in elevator. And then that takes you into a room where the Great Pattern is. And I believe you've already rocked this pattern, but you are preparing to do some other shit.
Okay. I'm going to walk it, but the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that this idol cannot touch me when I finish walking it.
What would you like to do specifically with the idol?
I'd like to wrap it up in a blanket and
there was a fucking ocean out there, right?
You're thinking by the time you go get a blanket and stuff that night might fall. However, if you could just set it down on the floor here.
Okay, yeah, I'll try that. I'll try that. I'll see if it comes back to me.
You step away from it after setting it down on the floor because you have no blankets and shit, and
Wrestling.
it fails to jump you.
Okay.
Wrestling?
It just sits there.
All right, guys, we need to plan about what we're going to do about this in case something goes apeshit.
So I would say at least put it in a box or a sack of some sort so it can be moved without directly touching it.
Right. I'm the only one who can safely touch it. So do we have a box or a sack?
Wrestling, give me a evidence analysis roll. Actually, everybody can give me an evidence analysis roll. Sorry. Lower is better.
Quarter.
Rock, you're not sure if the box will do it or not. You're not sure if it's skin to skin or just interacting with it that causes problems. Setting it down and then trying the pattern and never touching again might be for the best. You're not really sure though, because you guys suck at analyze magic.
Who's this guy with the elevator?
It was probably number 2 that brought us down.
Number 2?
Wrestling Rad went and sat in it because he knows which button to push.
Oh, okay. So there's no guy. We need to store this thing maybe and not touch it ever again.
Unfortunately, looking at the time and also hearing the distant howling getting closer, you're thinking you might be out of time.
Here's what I'm thinking is if you walk the pattern, that'll remove the curse. Now, what did you do before to interact with this thing?
I pet it.
So don't do that again.
Right.
No more petting.
There's TJ. TJ's head's about to explode.
But let's put it. Let's just let's put it in a bag of some sort. Can we?
But again, Rock, you're not sure if even if it's in a bag or in a box.
Right. Picking up the bag might fuck with it. We need to just leave it, and we need to put a big warning sign on it.
That's what I was saying. Fucking trying to cut you off there, Wrestling. Just draw a fucking. You got your paint kit. Paint a big fucking circle around it. Right. Do not touch. Under any circumstances, first item will kill you.
Yeah.
All right.
That seems appropriate.
And then it sucks that this pattern needs to die since there's not enough fucking logresses potentially helping. Fill this room with concrete. Just fucking pour concrete down in here.
You know what we need to do with this thing? We need to give it to Alex Kinley.
I think the concrete's a bad idea, says Colburn.
So what we can do is just leave a little sign that says property of
What?
Alex.
He just told us to do the concrete. Who's Colburn?
2 Colburns now. One just stepped out from behind one of the roof supporting pillars, and he says, I think that's a really bad idea. He's got a fucking fireman's axe over his shoulder.
Colburn, is this
And
your
what are you up
brother?
to?
You have a twin brother? You didn't tell us about this.
Colburn, give me a sandy roll. He says, everybody give me a sandy roll as Colburn's brother's here.
Wait, we have to make a sanity roll for Colburn's brother?
You don't
It's
think
just a
it's his
twin.
brother. You think it's him.
Okay. I failed.
Oh, only Rock seems freaked out by this. Roll a d4. Ah, he's got a brother that'll kill us all.
That's 3. Okay.
Everybody else is like, he's obviously a twin. Relax.
What's that go towards?
Colburn's brother. Or actually, you put,
Clones?
I don't know what this is toward. It's something else, but you don't know what it is, and I can't tell you or we give it away.
Yeah,
Can I call it clones for now?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Clones, maybe really something else. And I'll just remember what that was.
A form of ghost, perhaps?
3.
Brad, you need to reduce your hand. You have way too many cards.
I was waiting to get back on the other screen.
You're doing all the smart stuff, dude.
Colburn.
What's that max at, Logan? D4, 8, right?
No, for this one, it's probably like 12 or something because it can get really frightening.
Okay.
Colburn walks up to Colburn and he goes, my God, you're a handsome man.
I look at the other side of his face that's not all burned the fuck up and go, I agree. However, aren't you wanted at the lighthouse?
No, that's not me. That's something else entirely. I bleed red blood just like you do. Should we become blood brothers? You want to test it? He gets his axe poised above his hand. He says.
Yeah, sure. I pulled my axe out.
Both of you guys slit your palms?
I cut his head off.
He knew those. They go into combat.
There can't be 2.
There can only be one.
There can only be 1.
And we go into combat.
But he can spend his first round cutting his wrist.
So while they do that, Raslin, maybe we can make that warning sign and everything, and you know.
I'm going to need a paint roll for speed painting as it's going to come out really funky. And you know at the end it's going to be completely useless.
Because somebody's going to pick the damn thing up, yes.
Of course they will. That's the way
Quick
of the
question for Logan before cards start flowing and stuff. The training time card, you take a check in any normal skill. It says if it is not printed on the character sheet, consult the GM. If I wanted to take a check and say like one of the pilot skills or something, can I pick something and take a check on that?
Like what?
Like pilot jet, pilot helicopter?
Yes, totally. Wouldn't you rather have flying carpet?
Oh, they got those?
Oh, God, yes. The PCs have seen them. They just didn't bother with them. They're like, meh.
Yep, there's flying carpets.
I was just thinking knowing how to fly a jet might come in handy with my shadow walking and royal road abilities.
Yep. That sounds good.
Actually, a jet might be too fast. The problem is that you have to look at the stuff in order to change the stuff. You have to see it. And with a jet, it's just blur of green. So you want something slower.
Does anybody have a note?
Sailboat too.
Does anybody have a note? Because I just got the gods despise you, and the only other thing in my hand was a victory card.
Awkward.
I've got 2 round revisions.
That's not going to help.
So what about helicopter? Would that be too fast for shadow walking?
No, you can make that go slow enough.
You can hover that.
All right. So that's my question about that.
He's moving slow as a car.
Yeah.
All right. 2 of those I'm going to play.
Lovely. Heroes are first and hindered on their surprise round. Aha, I was faking you out, he says. And what's your axe parry there, Colburn?
Wait, he gets to go first?
No, you're first, but he gets to parry because he was faking you out this whole time because he is too clever for you, Paleface.
What is it? Is he fucking 100% my skills? Because he's not going to like my axe.
No, well, he has a fireman's axe. You have a better axe. You're not sure why he has a fireman's axe.
What skill are you wanting to know?
Parry. What's your axe parry?
Axe parry.
He's gonna be surprised by this. It's fucking 10. Good luck with that, buddy.
What's your
uses a fucking axe to parry?
What's your axe attack?
That, on the other hand, is up to a 75.
Okay, his isn't quite that good, but here we go. So you're first, and he's going to actually for your hindrance, he's able to react. What's your dodge?
Dodge is 66.
Cool. By the way, Rock, you're thinking that this combat may delay things long enough that you could be mid trying to walk the pattern when you get jumped by this cat, and that would be hell for you.
Yeah, I'm thinking, well,
Why
Logan,
don't you go ahead and drop your gear and go for a walk, man?
Yeah, I'm going for a walk. I just want to know how this works in combat.
No problem. If you're starting off now, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just do their combat real quick because I suspect Colburn's going to chop off Colburn's head.
Okay. Give me a bag.
I'm betting on Colburn.
They don't have a bag. Pretty much, wrestling is suggesting you drop your stuff, and you're not sure if that gets naked, but get naked does sound always good.
Yeah, this is where Colburn dropped it last time, and I went through it while he walked the pattern.
All right, I drop my shit. I drop all my shit.
Okay, I'll get back to your pattern walking in a second. So, all right, Colburn attempts to dodge. Colburn fumbles.
You can do it.
Go ahead and give me your axe attack there.
It's fucking 10 damage.
What?
10 damage.
Roll an extra D8 as you manage to strain yourself. All right. Colburn also takes 8. Right. He goes, chop, and Colburn chops off Colburn's head.
Good show.
And then Rock steps on the pattern and goes, what? It's already over? Fuck. Okay. And he's on the
Shortest combat ever. Well, no, there's the zombie I created, though. Not the zombie, the crystal golem.
Oh, yeah.
That was the shortest combat.
Colburn took 18 points of damage in one round. Colburn, I believe, died. You have less than 18 hit points?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Colburn defeated Colburn. Colburn wins.
Yeah, Colburn.
Walking the pattern. Give me my skill rolls.
On it.
Thank you.
Here, give me a second here, buddy.
We won't be doing any of that fucking 2 Colburns bullshit.
Now, also, let's see. Everybody who's not Rock, give me a sandy roll when you kill Colburn as you get to see something else fucked up.
Do I feel better?
No, probably worse. You're missing a part of yourself. No. Go ahead and give me a sandy rolls. If you make your sandy roll, maybe you feel better. Wrestling certainly feels better to see Colburn kill Colburn. How does Colburn feel about it?
How does this make you feel?
Colburn freaks the fuck out. Right, Colburn actually loses sandy from killing Colburn. I thought he would maybe gain some. I was wrong. So Colburn.
No. I want to spend a point.
It's only a D4.
I want to feel good about this.
It's only a D4.
Yeah, but you might gain sanity.
The fact you can only lose. All right, fine. Fuck.
Colburn's very troubled that he killed Colburn. So
that's appropriate. Every time I'm in this fucking place. What's my max out for killing myself? I'm adding that as a list.
Oddly, that's the same thing as the Russ's thing. Russ, how many did I tell you on that clones, but not really?
12.
Right. So max is 12. Because what happened was when you chopped off your head, his body kind of dissipated. And for just a second, you guys saw kind of like a partial image of the pattern as his body dissipates. And Rascal looks at it and goes, oh, I thought so. And so meanwhile, Rock is walking the pattern. Rock, what is your strength?
Logan, I'm going to call these pattern whites for the time being.
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Skills.
It's close enough to the real name. So, yeah, good deal.
Strength is 70.
So, difference of 10, roll at 40 or less. Rock, you badass. You die horribly doing the pattern.
All right, let's try it again. That's 1.
So,
there we go. That's 1. Got it.
Okay. How many, just so we can get a dramatic countdown, how many hero points are you at now?
11.
Oh, Christ.
You got this.
What's your endurance?
Hang on, let me debit my hero points. There we go. All right, my endurance is 64.
I think it's only like 4 rolls or something.
Oh, it's 65, so it's a difference of 15. So roll a 35 or less. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, that's good.
No problem. You pass on through that. What's your willpower times 5 total?
That's not good. I lost some will. That didn't come back, right, Logan?
Not yet. It will if you can survive this fucker. It will.
Okay, 14 times 5 is 70.
So it's only
Really?
So roll a 40 or less.
Okay.
And you
That's
die.
another one?
Okay.
All right, we're good. 2 plus.
No problem. You get to the middle of the pattern. Your willpower is back to what it was before a point got sucked out by this thing. Give me an analyze magic roll to know shit.
Great.
Fucking pattern's only 3 rolls? Shit, you guys made this sound way harder.
Yep, at a quarter.
You were pretty goddamn certain that your link with that statue is broken. And
Good job, Jason.
Oh, yeah. I was curious if you'd put a gun in your mouth. All right. So now you've already walked this pattern before, correct?
No.
Oh, this is your first time?
This is
Cool.
my first time at this particular pattern. I only walked the one that Lady Fiona showed us in Amber.
Ah, very good. Then you get a whole new deal here. So roll a D8. You want high. This is Sanity Award coming into you.
We can walk the same pattern more than once.
You can, but you're not sure what it will do. I'll tell you, it won't do all the shit that Russ is getting. You will get a refill of your cards, though. So you gain 3 Sandy, get a refill of your cards, Russ. And what is your highest level pattern power? Power.
That would be things like Create, Trump, and Shadow Walk, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
the Shadow Walk stuff. Ignore your Trump stuff for now.
Okay. My Shadow Walk is at 24.
Okay, do you have the next power up in Shadow Walk?
No, I do not.
You get the next power up in Shadow Walk.
A refill of cards? Start taking all my shit off.
Fair enough.
Press death. Refill of cards.
There's your level 2 pattern power. Detect power pattern.
Got it. Okay.
And if you ever get crit in that, then you can get the level 3 one or something else. So there's a fucking spider web of different pattern, trump, logris, shape-shifting powers. A fucking big spider web. Literally 357 different powers currently, roughly. So, right. And you're standing in the center of the pattern, Russ. What do you do? You are
I will myself to transport across the room.
Back to next to your shit, but not next to the statue, leaving the statue totally alone.
Leaving the statue totally alone, yes.
Oh, yeah, you're next to your shit. Just boom, like that. You didn't feel movement, no teleporting, no phasing out. You're simply there. As Wrestling Rad considers what this means, you can see his fingers are doing the evil clutches. I taught that. So, meanwhile, Colburn gets naked. Wrestling, are you wanting to get naked too?
No.
Let's see what Colburn does first.
You didn't know it was a requirement to be naked to do the pattern. You were kind of hoping it wasn't, but
He got naked last time too. I think it's just something he likes to do.
I didn't get naked. I just dropped all my stuff. By the
No,
way.
TJ did last time. I've seen him walk it before.
Okay.
naked. Anyway,
You go in the same way you should go out.
What's the sanity roll on that? What's the sand damage you're seeing him naked?
Oh, by the way, Rock, there was an extremely 3rd-degree burn fucker standing in front of you. Like, he got fucking charred all the fuck over, and that is his natural state.
you want to show him a helicopter before you go on the pattern?
So you're basically Freddy Krueger on one side?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. That's cool. I can deal with that.
So are you walking pattern now, TJ?
Yeah.
What is your, have you ever walked this pattern before?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just doing it for the funsies. Got it.
No,
What is
also
your-
that's a test. I mean, they haven't seen anybody do the same pattern twice, have they?
That is a fucking. Take a card just for that. You'll get a card that'll make everybody else discard their cards. Good.
Yep, we've already had World of Pain and The Gods Hate You, so I should check my full group. If there are 3 or more players, everyone draw a card. Yay! Good play immediately.
I draw.
All right,
And
Colburn,
I got a Dreamlands only card, which means I have to.
All right.
What's your strength, Colburn?
Colburn's strength is parked at an 80.
That's 50-50. Roll 50 or less. 50 or less.
Dead.
You die.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Where are we at? So we're sitting at 17. We're down 16. Here's Johnny.
You'll be fine. Ah!
Down 15. Boop. There's down. Yeah, my dice rolling was awful when I did this the last time.
Wait, before you roll anything else, would you like to clear the board? Just without rolling, these don't count. Just mash the percentage like several times, just in case you're in a death spiral. Good?
Whatever. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So, try and
So I'm at
again.
14. Here we go.
I can't believe you're walking this for 4 cards.
Yes, yes.
3 cards, sir. I started with 1. Don't care.
All right. Now, what's your endurance?
I can't die here, Rock. My
Okay.
character knows this is a fact.
Okay, all right, cool.
I look over at the body on the floor. Look, I'll just keep coming back.
Oh, no, that body's gone. It's mysterious.
It went away. All right, well, that's a little disheartening.
Yeah. What's your endurance?
Endurance for the goon is 71.
Call it 70, 10 difference, roll 40 or less.
Boop. Yeah. All right, let's do another point. Where the fuck?
If you die on the pattern, you don't get to come back. You're just gone.
Boop. That's down to 13. And boop. Down to 12. Boop.
Yay.
And what's your willpower times 5?
Whatever 15 times 5 is.
75.
75.
65.
14 was 70.
Oh. Right. Roll. Just mash willpower times 5.
4.
Good enough. All right. Yeah. And you reach the middle of the pattern. Ha ha. And
Throw out all my cards.
What? You want to hear
Yeah.
about Sandy first, or just skip that and go on to the?
Oh, yeah. All right, sorry. Go ahead. What?
Your brain gets put together more. Roll a d8 for San.
Ooh.
And then get a refill of your cards, and then you can will yourself to.
1.
And where would you like to go? You're staying there naked.
Yeah, just back over to my shit.
Okay, you're at your shit.
Yay!
Get a refill.
Get the fuck out of my hand.
So you discovered that that's all you get for rewalking the same pattern. Now, Rasslin Rad, he's never walked this pattern before.
No, I've walked this one.
Oh, so there you go.
Hey, want to roll the dice, buddy?
But
There's cards.
what I
Insanity.
really want to test is the limits of where we can will ourselves after we walk that pattern.
Yeah.
I wonder if it has to be some place I've been to before, or like.
Well, I think Doc willed himself to Amber, and I don't think he'd ever been there before.
Hey, if you do it, can you try to will me with you? Nobody's tested that shit.
True enough.
Take
You
your
can try and will all of us.
My God, it'd be awesome if just 3 of our heads is on your shoulders.
As Jason comes up with an amazing idea, what will you do?
Or I could just will myself into the gold vault of Fort Knox with a bag of holding.
If you had a bag of holding, holding. That'd be a really good step there.
Yeah, that's one of the things I grabbed out of the embassy.
Clever things, yeah.
Wait, which bag of holding? The one that you got from the one that you bought and haven't tested from the Tri-Kingdoms?
No, it's the one that Freddie uses, and he puts it back in the embassy. He said it was open for anyone to grab.
Hey, as long as Fort Knox is in a magic-heavy environment, you should be fine.
Well, that plan requires a little bit more research. But that's what I'm thinking of. I'm wondering where exactly we can will ourselves with that.
It's a hell of a thing to try. It's not the scariest possible thing you could try because you have no idea what that is. But if you ever come up with that, then you will shit yourself. Figuratively speaking, hopefully. So.
You could will yourself to the courts of chaos. That would be fun.
Yeah, I would recommend talking to people about the courts of chaos before going there, honestly.
But yeah, I mean...
Actually, give me a memory roll, Wrestling Rat, as you were at the big briefing. TJ can also try because he was at the big briefing, even though he was busy having a slow, steady master.
That was meant to be, this is a scary thing, Logan.
Oh.
Not a, this is a good idea.
They're scarier shit.
Yeah.
Are we doing memory?
Oh, they know.
Right. You guys are thinking, hey, without shape-shifting ability and stuff, trying to walk Logos would be automatic death.
Also,
with shape-shifting, it might be automatic death if you fail your shape-shifting rolls. So get super good at whatever forms you need to shape-shift into in order to walk Logos. Even going to visit Logos could be bad without shape-shifting.
You know, here's a really far-out idea.
Ooh.
Do you know where there's a Logos pattern wrestling?
No.
There goes that idea.
Well, that was the whole commentary earlier. If we really needed people to walk Logoses, that walk a pattern to get there. Or, I don't know. But I have no interest in that right now.
I think that's why Joshua is working his shapeshifting.
My over-the-top idea. You know where the pattern is. Will yourself to the fucking end of that Logos pattern.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll work like that, but you know, I mean, there's all kinds of creative uses for this that we could come up with.
Oh my God, yes. I take 2 cards for coming up with a good idea. Whether it could be more cards if you test it, because maybe it will work, maybe it won't. You don't know yet until you test it. Do you have the stones to test it? I mean, over and fucking.
Yeah, I mean,
cards.
Yeah, I want to put some thought into how I want to test it so I can get the most out of it. Put some thought into it.
A random test in the spur of the moment?
Well, it's a pretty expensive test to make, too.
Yes. Well, potentially, you could just skate through it.
Yeah, I only got, I did it with 2 paws. So
Colbert did it, what, 4?
5. Excuse me.
I mean, he was taking a dump once, and that was 3. You're right here, Wrestling. It's right there, ready for you.
Hey, do you know what some other patterns are?
No, this is the only one I know of.
No.
So apparently this one used to be somewhere else called the Lost Chance Saloon or something like that. Last Chance Saloon.
Yeah, there was a wall in the Last Chance Saloon that led you to, I think, was it this pattern?
Yeah, so now this one is here.
Right. Yeah, so you used to be able to get here by going to the Last Chance Saloon, but that burned down. And the firewall's gone. Do you know about the firewall?
Just a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sort of doing scattered briefing here because there's stuff I know and I don't know what it means necessarily. So I'll just like bounce things off you every now and then as they occur to me.
Russ has actually got a really impressive memory and stuff, and I also like that he throws out random facts because it makes it easier and harder for the air people. That makes me happy. I like it.
All right, so we got that taken care of.
Yep. Now you need to put a big circle around this thing.
Yeah, I made a little sign for it that says property of Alex Kinley.
People might leave it alone now.
Take a card. That's just cold-blooded.
I was wondering too. I mean, he wanted the first one.
Well,
now he'll have a second one.
well,
Maybe more interesting things will happen when he puts two of them together. He's already bound to be a serial killer and seems to be embracing that. So he's the perfect person to have it.
I'm curious to see which other player actually grabs it.
Yeah,
it'll happen. It'll totally happen.
If found, return to.
Or in little parentheses, I'll put "Don't touch." I warned you.
I'm trying to figure out what happens if two people touch it. If they both have dogs come after them, or if it's just the first person to touch it.
Yeah.
Don't want to do that experiment, though.
Let's not do that one.
Yep.
Well, unless somebody wants to walk the pattern, I'll go ahead and wrap up the gaming session as we've managed to successfully distract you away from anything to do with Hong Kong. And let's see. Before we end the game session, does anybody have a good title for this session?
I was thinking Who Let the Dog Out, but
that might be a good one.
That is a good one.
I like it. Okay, we'll go with that. Take a card there, Russ.
Thank you. And maybe Who Let the Dog Out rock, but that would be a spoiler, I think.
Yeah, short is better. Okay, yeah. So everybody, let's see. Let me go around real quick before I end the broadcast. TJ, what have you got to say to the studio audience?
If you're gonna do it naked.
All right. And Wrestling Rad, what have you got to say?
Some mistakes are too much fun to only make once.
I think you got a fucking list of these things to say. And Rock, what have you got to say?
If you've watched this episode, you have in effect touched the dog. The dog is coming for you.